Upwork. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can look at what other freelancers are doing in your skill set so you can get ideas for your profile as well. So these are your homework tasks, and now let's switch over to a market research section of this module. Now it's time for the market research section of the module. This is where I'm going to show you how you can look at what other top-rated freelancers are doing on Upwork to help you build your profile out even stronger. What I suggest doing is on Upwork, when you click on this magnifying glass, you can click on this freelancers and agencies, and it will pop open this search bar and this page. From here, you can go ahead and look at who Upwork is recommending for each skill set. So within this search bar, you can choose whether you want to do US only or not, and you can type in whatever skill set you provide. So let's say it's web design. You can use one of the search suggestions that pop up. And once you do that, Upwork is going to show you who they suggest for this skill set. And all of this is great value for you because you can look and see, number one, how your profile shows in different ways. And number two, you can start to get ideas for how to make your profile better. So let's say we hop right into here, into John's profile, who charges $174.75 an hour, has over 90,000 earned, and has a 100% job success score with the top rater badge. Once you get in here, now you can see exactly what his title is, what his description looks like, and you can even look at the video and get an idea for how other people structure their profile. As you scroll down, you can see how important reviews are, and you can also look at how other people build their case studies out. So as you click in, this is all for the public. So you can look at how they structure it, and you can get ideas for how you want your profile to look. You can also look at how they set up their other experience section and their skills. This is all valuable information for you. So when you go to build your profile, and let's say you get stuck or you want to know how to make it the top profile you can build, go ahead and look at what other people are doing. There's no reason not to model after who is having success. So I would look at the people's profiles who have the best ratings, the most money earned. I would stay away from anyone that has under 100% job success because that's what you're going for. So as you scroll down, find someone that has a title or a description most relevant to what you provide, and then you can go in and model your profile after that. As you continue to scroll down, you can see that it gets a little less relevant, a little less money earned, and you can even go to some of the further down pages if you want, and maybe look at a profile that doesn't have good reviews. And for here, let's say we want to do some market research on this end. And for this, we want to look at maybe some of these projects and see what happened here. This is when you can start to dig in and see what happened and what went wrong. So right here, this is what happened. They had a 2.35 review on a $600 project. And as you can see, even though they have other 5-star reviews, that massively impacted their job success score. So this is a great way you can start to get familiar with other people's profiles, start to get familiar with the platform, what your profile looks like when it pops up to potential clients, and it will just help you get your brain working, get the wheels moving. So now it's time. Go ahead and take action. Create your profile. This is all fresh in your mind right now, so go ahead and do it right now. So that was the Upwork Freelancer Market Research section of the module, and that brings the module to a close. So I wish you all the best with creating your profile, and I look forward to your future success. For your specialized profiles, all you have to do is think about how you can separate different skill sets out of your general profile into specific profiles. So in addition to having your general profile, you also can build these additional ones on the side. And these are somewhat of a new feature. So once again, it's another way to separate yourself from the pack. And these specialized profiles are displayed at the top of your profile when you're logged in. And let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. If you go back to just what your profile looks like, you can just view my profile as others see it. Is a cool feature to see how clients view your profile. And up here, this is where your other specialized profiles show up. So if you click here and you navigate to them, you can see that you can change all of the different info based on each skill set and based on each profile. So for this one, I have my website design profile. This one is responsive website design expert, and I go into more of website building skill sets as opposed to talking about my marketing experience. So what I suggest doing is building these out. Even if you only have one skill set to start, build that out into its own profile as well. It's just another way to stand out, and as you apply to jobs, you can choose if you want to apply with a specialized profile, which just adds another layer of credibility with clients. As you go down, you can still see all the package products you offer, as well as the portfolio that relates to those projects. So for here, it only shows my web design projects to potential clients because this is my web design profile. You can also change your hourly rate, and it will show your specific skill sets and all your certifications and employment history from your general profile as well. So it's just another way to stand out to potential clients. It's another way to add more relevance because as you start to reach out to jobs, you want to make sure you're as relevant as possible. I wouldn't want to reach out to a website design job with my search engine marketing profile because that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't show the client that I'm the perfect fit for them. Because clients want experts in whatever skill they're hiring. They don't want a Renaissance man that says that they can do every single thing. They want someone that's good at the skill set that they're providing. This is another way you can stand out. This is what you should be going for. Having a fully built out profile with every single bell and whistle that Upwork lets you use. So go ahead, add all of these things in because now you know how to build your Upwork profile for success. To get to your settings, you scroll to the top of your Upwork profile. You can click right here on Profile Settings, or you can click your image and get to settings from here as well. Here is where your profile settings lie. And from here, you have the ability to change the settings of how your profile shows up and how your earnings are displayed, as well as other settings that impact your Upwork experience. So first, the visibility, I suggest to always leave this on public. You want to stay in that algorithm and you want to keep your pipeline full at all times. Next, you get to choose if you want to show your full name or just your first name and last initial. If you're full into being a freelancer, if you're here to build your personal brand, there's no reason to not show your full name. There's no reason to hide that. So I always like to leave this on my full name. And unless you have a specific reason, I suggest doing that as well. And remember, you can always highlight and hover over these sections and it'll give you a little bit of a reminder of what they mean. So for this is your project preference, and this is something you can always change at all times, but I highly suggest keeping this at both short-term and long-term projects. Even if you just want long-term projects, don't pick this because a lot of clients that want to hire for long-term start out by hiring a freelancer for a short-term project. And for that short-term project, they see how you do, and then they might offer you a long-term project. So no matter what you're going for, I really suggest leaving it on both. The next section is your earnings privacy, and this is only if you have the Freelancer Plus plan, but what this does is it lets you hide your earnings, and this could be beneficial if you don't have any earnings yet. And if you have the paid plan, you might want to go ahead and check this box off until you have a couple of reviews and money earned on the platform. Once you start earning, you want to show that off. You want to show clients that you have earnings here. So once you have those, I would uncheck this. And the next part is your experience level. When you're starting out, I highly suggest never choosing entry level. You always want to set it to intermediate. If you have any foundation of a skill, you can eventually work your way up to expert. So intermediate is where you can get started, you can get some money earned on the platform and earn a pretty good rate. Whereas entry level, it's pretty much just beginner level work. They're highly competitive, very low paying, and they're not providing much value. This is jobs like data entry and things that don't require any skill. They're just monotonous tasks. Don't undervalue yourself here. Good people are very hard to find. So go ahead, start with intermediate and work your way up to that expert level. Moving down, the categories is the skills that you provide. So as we went over previously, this is those 10 skills based on what skill set you provide. And as you can see, these are my 2 pillars, my website and mobile development and my sales and marketing pillars. Make sure you choose skills that only you can serve on because this is what your Upwork experience is all based off of. Then you have your specialized profile section, which we will go over shortly, followed by your linked accounts section. Your linked accounts, I suggest to go ahead and if you have any of these accounts, go ahead, link them up, make sure they're professional, of course, and this is another way you can add more credibility. Everything you can do that's professional and that adds to your profile, I suggest to go ahead and do. Now, let's get into the last part of this section where we are going to go over your specialized profiles. Welcome to my Upwork profile walkthrough. The goal is so you can understand what goes into a good profile, what makes up every section of your profile, and then how you can go ahead, take action, and build your profile out to the best of your ability. Think of your profile as your online resume. It is where all of your work history is displayed. It is where your cover letter, your photo, a video, and different information about who you are as a freelancer is displayed. Right off the bat, one of the first things you want to do is either take or select a professional photo. And for this, I suggest being in either business casual or somewhat professional clothing, and also having a professional background, whether that's just somewhere outside or a solid color background, because what you don't want is things that just look like a Facebook photo with other people in it, or not a professional background or clothing, because that is the message you are sending to clients. So you want them to see you as a professional. Even if you are a designer or someone that is more creative, I really suggest that you still show some personality in your photo, but to make it as professional as possible. For your photo, you can edit it, and it will automatically give you this option to edit it and crop it into a circle, so there's no worries about that. All you have to do is just pick a good photo, and that will get you started off great. And then you go in, you add your name, your location. This is all set up as you build your profile. As you look over here, this is where your job success score is located, as well as if you are a top-rated freelancer. So your job success score is the percentage of jobs that you had that resulted in a great experience. What that means is the client gave you all perfect ratings. So as you can see, I have this 100% job success score, and when you start out, that's not going to be any job success score because you haven't gotten any work done. However, as you start to accumulate some projects and that data goes into Upwork, you will eventually start to see your job success score increase. Your goal is to have this as high as possible because this shows potential clients that every project you work on, you get done to completion. And that is why it is so important to only work with the best clients possible so you can get their projects complete and improve the way your profile looks with your job success score. The top rated badge is only accredited to the top 10% of freelancers on the platform. And I had this badge now for about 2 years, and it's been worth all the time I put in to get it because it really stands as a differentiator when clients are looking through different freelancers. The top rated badge combined with the job success score is the ultimate credibility booster. So as you go through your journey, remember, this is your goal, to get this as high as possible and to eventually earn this top rated Upwork badge. To learn more about these programs, go ahead to Upwork's Help Center. They have a lot of information and exact details of what goes into getting these. However, from a basic standpoint, just remember everything I'm teaching you in this academy is geared towards getting you these accreditations. As you go down, we're going to keep it on the general profile right now, and at the end of this lesson, we are going to go over the specialized profiles. So your general profile is where your online resume lives, and then your specialized profiles are more for specific skill sets you offer. The next part of your profile is the title, and the title is meant to grab attention and tell potential clients what you specialize in. You want to make sure this isn't something generic or something unprofessional, and I like to use a word like expert or guru or something in the title to let clients know that you're confident in your skills and you are good at what you do. Next, think of this as your cover letter section. This is what they call your bio or your description, and what you can do here is edit this. They give you a lot of room. So as you can see, I have 4,200 characters left. However, this is what Upwork recommends, and this is what I also recommend. So you describe your strengths and skills. So in the first paragraph, you can see I described what I provide, and I said I provide Google Ad services, and I tell them to go ahead, check out my profile for all the good reviews I have. So you're not going to start with this because you don't have reviews yet. However, you do want to focus on what your strengths are. And then you can go into highlighting some projects, accomplishments, and education you have, followed up by keeping it short and make sure it's error-free. So that's why I kept mine to 3 little paragraphs, and you don't want this to be a long essay. No one's going to read that. Keep it simple, describe what you offer, what your strengths are, and keep it short and sweet. Below this, you have an option to display a video. I highly suggest that you either film a video or include a video that you have because it helps separate yourself from the pack. For your video, all you have to do is click it and you can decide what video you want to do. And for me, I have a video of me promoting my digital marketing agency because in this video, I speak directly to clients and I tell them what services I provide, and I also show them how I can provide an ad just like this one in the form of a YouTube ad. So you don't have to have a professional video filmed if you don't have one or don't have the budget. You can just film yourself speaking about your skills, but the whole goal is to serve as another way to separate yourself from the pack because not everyone is going to include a video here. And as you start to add more and more to your profile, from your photo to your description to your video, it all helps the client and potential clients get a feel for who you are. And that's when business happens. When someone understands who you are, they trust you, and they want to give you a shot. Below the video is where you have the ability to edit your hourly rate. So this is what displays on your profile. But you don't have to necessarily charge clients this. So you want to keep your hourly rate as high as possible based on the value that you can provide. Under here, you will see the 20% service fee. This just shows you what you'll actually get based on what your hourly rate is for that first $500 that you bill with the client. So for example, if I have my hourly rate at $75, and I decide to go ahead and bill clients that rate, I will end up getting paid $60 an hour for those first $500. Once it goes over that $500, I'm then billed at 10% of that $75. So as you can see, this just gives you a little bit of an estimate towards what you will make based on what your hourly rate is. This is always changeable and you don't have to stick with this. So remember, you want to come off professional, and my rate being in the expert level range is pretty much anything over 50 to 1 to 200 an hour. So I'm on that $75 an hour rate right now, and I'm actually in the process. I'm probably going to scale this up to $100 an hour soon as my experience continues to grow, which you can see here. Upwork then displays this. So unless you have the premium freelancer plan and you decide to hide your earnings will be shown along with how many jobs and how many hours you've worked. This is your online resume. So every job that you work on gets added to these totals. So that's another benefit of using the Upwork platform, because everything that you do is credible and it's backed up by facts and numbers on Upwork. This shows clients that you are the real deal. Looking on the right-hand side, this is where you can edit some of your settings, such as your availability. I suggest to always keep this available because you want to stay in that Upwork algorithm. Once you say not available, that is when they get you out of it. They don't show you to any clients. And in my experience, it doesn't make sense to do that because you should always be open to offers. Remember, you can turn them down, but being open to offers is how you're going to be a profitable freelancer, by always keeping your pipeline full. Next, this is where your profile link is. And for this, if you have the premium plan, you can choose whatever link you want. So for me, I just put my name in. If you don't have premium, they give you this link based on your name and a series of different characters. It also displays your location here, along with your language. And for language, this is an important note. Always make sure to choose native or bilingual here. You don't want to choose fluent because fluent actually means that you speak the language almost perfectly. So if you're native and you're a native speaker, you speak whatever language that you provide perfectly, you need to make sure you choose native or bilingual. That's a little tip right there for you. So as we go back over to this side of the page, this is a brand new feature, as you can see, that Upwork released, where not only can you put in some of your most popular projects, but you can also add a photo next to them. And this is built directly from the case studies that I will show you in a minute. But this section is more of a way you can stand out to clients and show them what different packages you offer. So number one, it helps stand out to clients because now your profile is even more built out. Number two, it helps build credibility because you show them what services that you provide. And number three, it helps qualify the clients because you can show what price that you start at and go up to if you want. So let me show you that. This is what a custom project looks like. And as you can see, you have all the flexibility here. All you have to do is type in what you offer. Here's where you connect that image up with one of your case studies. And I like to just keep it at a starting at rate. You can go up to the top end of what you charge, but I like to keep it at this starting rate because what it does is it shows clients that I don't work for under $1,000 a month on a search engine marketing project. This is how you can start to qualify clients before they even reach out to you. You also have the ability to choose what categories they relate to, and this all adds towards your profile strength in the Upwork algorithm. So I strongly suggest you go in here, build out at least 3 custom projects you offer, add the description in and the related skill sets that it applies to. As we keep scrolling down, this is the next part of your profile, which is your work history and feedback section. This is the most vital part of your profile. I cannot stress how important this is enough. You can sort it by all different ways, highest rated, lowest rated, largest projects. And this is what you are going for. Getting a plethora of 5-star reviews, thousands of dollars earned on every project, quality reviews, clients that took the time to really sit down and write out how I help them. I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm going to show you how important it is to secure these and how to do that. All of these reviews go into the amazing profile I've built, and this is what gets clients to reach out to me. What they can do is they can go and not only see how much I've earned, how much I charge an hour or a flat rate, for example, but they can also go in and click through and they can see the perfect score I got as well as the review I gave to the client. So they can see that I am a top-rated freelancer, I'm giving good reviews out, they're coming in both ways, and they can also start to see what kind of projects I've delivered. This is your ultimate goal, is to get all of these amazing 5-star reviews, to have consistent work, and this is really what stands out to a client. Another great thing you can do is share this feedback. So this is really cool. Upwork has all these built-in features for you to grow your profile because it's a win-win. When you get more work, Upwork makes more money as well. So they're there to help you get more clients. They have all these tools set up. So as soon as you get any good reviews, go ahead and share them. I always do this to my LinkedIn, to my Facebook and Twitter. You go ahead, you share your good reviews, and this is how you start to get yourself out there and promote your Upwork profile. As you continue to scroll past the review section, that is where your portfolio lies. So now is the time I suggest you go ahead, you pull up that case study blueprint because it walks you through exactly how to create case studies, reports, and screenshots from your previous experience. So these are created by you and they don't necessarily have to be from an Upwork project that you did. The whole idea is to display any previous successes you've had as a freelancer or in a previous 9-to-5 position to encourage clients to hire you. It also helps you stand out in the Upwork algorithm. So I suggest starting with at least 2 and going up to 4 is more ideal. Use the case study blueprint and you can build these out. And this is really what shows clients the work you've done. So I have one built for all of the different packages that I have up here. So as you can see, these link up. So for my search engine marketing skill set, I made sure to do a full case study on one of my clients that I got great results for. For my e-commerce website development skill set, I showed a redesign where I took someone's website and redesigned it on Shopify and turned it into a conversion optimized machine. And lastly, for my landing page and website development skill set, I showed how I took a local business, put them on the map, and got them set up with an SEO optimized site built to drive leads. Your goal is to have your profile built out to the best of your ability with as much information as you can. So when you go ahead and you follow this case study blueprint, all you have to do is click this plus, and it will show you every single step of the way. So you add your project, you select what template, you add the details, and you can preview it before it goes live. So once again, Upwork is here to help you every step of the way. All you have to do is put in the effort, and you can start building an amazing profile just like I have. As we continue down, this is where you choose your skills. Your skills are what everything on Upwork is based on. It will be what you show up for in the algorithm. It will be what skills are displayed on your profile. And it also determines what shows up on your Upwork homepage. So you can choose up to 10 skills when you build your profile. And remember, these can always be changed right here. But it's important to remember that this will impact your experience. So choose skills that you're good at and that you can actually provide work on. So I'll show you what that looks like here. You can go in here, you can type in up to 10 skills, and if you want to change any of these, all you have to do is just click the X and remove the tag. So for these skills, what I recommend to do is to look at 2 main pillars of skill sets that you have. And from there, go and add some specifics in. So for search engine marketing, for example, I have Google Ads, I have Google Shopping, Facebook marketing, Bing Ads, search engine marketing. And for my web design skill set, I have website development, conversion rate optimization, SEO keyword research, Google Analytics. So as you can see, what it does is it breaks down my two main pillars of skills into different associated skills within those. As we continue to go down the profile, the next section is the certification section. And certifications are a great way to stand out from the competition and build even more credibility with future clients. Certifications are verified by Upwork, so you have to provide the certification proof in an email, and they will verify that for you, which adds another layer of trust to the platform. So any certifications that you can get that are affordable, that make sense for your niche or your skill set you provide, I suggest going for. Because this is another area that a lot of freelancers skip out on, that it just doesn't make sense. A certification will benefit you in more ways than one. Not only will it help you build more trust with clients, it'll also help you stand out in the algorithm more. Also, it will help you build your skill set even further, because you should always be open to learning. Never stop learning. So even if you're good at whatever you do, go ahead and get some certifications. It helps you even more. The next section is your employment history. I suggest adding anything in here that's relevant. For me, I added my agency experience because I own a digital marketing agency that's a Google partner company. So it all relates to my personal brand. For you, you may want to cherry pick a couple of positions, internships, or jobs that you had that relate most to the skill set that you want to provide. You only want to show projects and employment history that are relevant to what you want to provide on Upwork, because this is just for the eyes of the client. In your education history, here's where you can add any degrees or education experience you have. And this is another area where if it's relevant, go ahead and add it. I really suggest if you have any sort of degree, it's always good to put that in there. For me, I have my marketing degree, so this is just another layer of credibility. As clients continue to scroll down my page, it's just one credibility booster after the next. And this is why having a profile built out to the fullest extent helped me get clients even when I didn't have any reviews yet. The last section on your Upwork profile is your other experiences section. And this is where you can add even more information to set yourself apart from the pack. So treat this just like an extension of your employment history section. So you can even save a project that you were going to add to employment history and add it to the other experiences. Once again, it's just another way to stand out, improve your profile more, and ultimately build extra credibility with anyone that's looking at your profile. Now let's hop over to the settings section of Upwork so I can show you how I suggest setting everything up. Okay, so this is Upwork.com. This is where you want to go when it's time to build your profile. And Upwork always changes their homepage up a little bit. This is actually an image slider, so there's always different images. But just make sure you're on Upwork.com, and to sign up, it's very simple. All you have to do is click the green sign up button. And from there, it's going to prompt you to either log in with your Google account, or you can create a work email address and enter it in here. I suggest doing that because when you have a separate email address just for Upwork, that helps you keep your circle of focus even tighter, because then you know you're only going to use that email address with Upwork, so every single notification is important. Once you do that, it's going to walk you through a verification process. So since I already have an account, I can't show you this, but it's very self-explanatory. It will walk you through uploading your ID, making sure you can prove your identity. And as you go through this, remember, it might take a little bit, but this is all for your safety, and this is all to improve the credibility of the platform. And you can look, if you wanted to get a little bit more information on Upwork, you can see that some of the biggest businesses in the world use Upwork to get freelancers hired. And there's more than 60,000 jobs posted on Upwork every single week. You can find what you need post today, hire tomorrow, engage with confidence. So as you can see, it's very geared towards creating a place for speed, efficiency, and getting things done. So go ahead, sign up for your Upwork account, and after you sign up for your free account, you have the option to upgrade to your paid account. That's the $14.99 Freelancer Plus plan, and I highly recommend that if you're serious about freelancing because it gives you added benefits like being able to see what your competitors bid. So go ahead, create your profile, and then I'm going to show you my profile and every single piece of it so you can build the best profile possible. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. This module is all about building a rockstar profile on Upwork. So this will show you exactly how to build the best Upwork profile so you can stand out to potential clients and have more success. The reason this lesson is important is because when you've built a profile the right way, clients start to come to you. Just like this client right here. They reached out to me, they said they were impressed by my profile, and they wanted to see if I was available to put together a pay-per-click marketing campaign for them. And here's another client that reached out to me and also said they're impressed by my profile and want me to take a look at their post. As you can see, they're actually looking for hiring world-class Google Ads specialists. So Upwork has provided a platform not only to build a profile and reach out to jobs, but when done the right way, the clients start to come to you. So it's important to know how to build the best profile possible so you can get started with no experience and start landing jobs right away. And Upwork ultimately gives you the opportunity to keep your pipeline full as a freelancer. And your pipeline is basically how many customers you are talking to, how many new deals you are getting, how many new opportunities are in your funnel. And Upwork provides you the opportunity to fill your funnel up, to fill your pipeline up with unlimited opportunities. Because there are thousands and thousands of clients posting jobs every single day, and they need to pay a freelancer to have them solved. And that is where you come in. So Upwork is a way to keep your pipeline full at all times in any economy. It also allows you the ability to build trust and credibility. So instead of having a website or a social media profile with your work on it and good reviews, Upwork provides a very secure place and a very trusted platform that automatically shows credibility because it's proven. All of your jobs are on there, whether your top rated is on there, whether your job success is low or high, all of that is out in the open. So as you start to build your profile and you start getting these good reviews, that is when the credibility starts to shoot through the roof. And just like in the last slide, you saw clients start to reach out to you once your profile is built to the best of its ability. And that is when you build that trust with the potential client. It also allows you to center your focus. So instead of focusing on a bunch of different tasks such as running ads, posting blogs on your own website, posting social media posts multiple times a day, Upwork gives you the opportunity to just focus on one sole thing. That is what you need to succeed. So when you place all of your focus on Upwork, you forget about those other things. You focus on finding the right clients and sending out the best proposals possible, and then getting on the phone and closing them. That is when you're going to see the most success. And we will be covering all of that step by step. This is important to remember as you build your profile, because this is where it will take you. Also, it attracts the leads to come to you once that profile is built to the best of your ability. And I literally get these every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. And at first, I always reached back out to every single one. But as you start to get more busy, you get to pick which ones are the best fit for you. As you go through your journey and as you start to get more experience, you get more selective on what projects you want to work on because they start coming to you as well. So now let's talk about the free plan versus the paid plan on Upwork. When you sign up, you can start out for free. You can do everything on Upwork to get paid, to find jobs. They start you out with a certain number of what they call connects, and those are used to apply to jobs. Usually it costs anywhere from 5 to 10 connects to apply to a job. But there's also another option for you, and this is what I really suggest if you want to be serious. For $14.99, the Premium Freelancer Plus Upwork plan gets you a lot of added benefits. It helps you stand out from the crowd, and it's what I started using once I started understanding how important it was to see behind the scenes, and this is what it provides for you. Firstly, it allows you to be discoverable. So if you're taking a little bit of a break and you're working on projects, you're not logging into Upwork for a few days, Upwork will pull back your visibility. But when you have the Freelancer Plus plan, you have the ability to stay discoverable even during those breaks. It also allows you to be more competitive because you can look at what your competitors bid on jobs. This is worth the $14.99 a month because when you're reaching out to different jobs, you can see the client's budget, but now with the Freelancer Plus plan, you can see the high bid and the low bid and what the average bid is. And as we go through the proposal section later on, you're going to learn why that is so powerful, to have those insights into what your competition is bidding. It also allows you to engage and apply with more connects given to you. So they give you 70 connects every single month. Whereas with the free plan, once you run out, you have to purchase more. So not only can you look behind the scenes at what your competitors are bidding, but you also have those connects every month. When you have more connects, you can reach out to more jobs on a steady basis. You can also use a customized profile URL when you have the Freelancer Plus plan. This is nice because you can send that link to potential clients, you can post it on other social media, and it's just a lot cleaner than the other free URL if you don't have the Plus plan. And lastly, you have the ability and the option to keep your earnings confidential if you want. For me, of course, I don't use this because I want to show all of my good reviews, how much I've earned on the platform, because that builds trust with clients. However, when you're first starting out, this is a great option because it keeps your earnings confidential. So if there's 0 on the platform, the client doesn't necessarily have to know that right away. This is great when you're first starting out, but as you start to get those good reviews and you start to work on bigger projects, you want to turn this option off. But it is nice that it's included. So this is what the Freelancer Plus paid plan includes. It's $14.99 a month. So it's up to you if you want to get started on this plan or get started on the free plan and then upgrade to this later on. Next, let's get into understanding Upwork's fees and why they are well worth it. Upwork makes money because they link you as a freelancer up with a client. Not only that, but they also provide a safe place for business to be held. What that means is when you work on a job and you work for a client on a project, there's a lot of security in place so you get paid for the work that you do. In the long run, these fees are well worth it because Upwork is the tool, it's the platform, it's the machine that helps you fill your pipeline. And not only that, it gives you a place to have these client projects build. So you don't have to worry about invoicing clients. You don't have to worry about if a client disappears and doesn't pay you. All of that is covered when you're working on the platform. And eventually those clients start to come to you, even outside of the platform. So the way it works is when you bill a client for the first $500 that you bill with them, Upwork charges 20%. As that goes 1 penny over 500, that fee goes down to 10%. And then once you get over $10,000, that fee goes down to 5%. So you can learn more about this. Go to upwork.com/legal #fees for all the details. This is how Upwork makes money, and understand that it's well worth it. You don't have to run any ads outside of this platform. You don't have to pay for any other services. So it is important to remember you are starting a business, and all businesses have expenses. It wouldn't make sense to start a business and not understand that you need to pay expenses. Also, later on, I will go over how to be a profitable freelancer and structure your finances in a way that you can write off a lot of your business expenses. So stay tuned for that. But right now, it's time to go over the 2 bonuses that will help you during your profile building session. The first is the Upwork walkthrough. So use this as you go through and build your Upwork profile, as you go through and watch the rest of this module, because it walks you step by step through everything I explain. Also, look through the case study blueprint and use that so you can start building your portfolio. You can use any past jobs, past projects you've worked on, and it helps your profile stand out, especially when you're just getting started and haven't closed any clients on Upwork yet. And now it's time to jump right into the Upwork platform. So I'm going to switch over and we're going to go through how to build a rockstar profile on Upwork.